more room for the spinal cord. Stability can also be achieved posteriorly by fusion using bone graft, plates, and screws. In other cases, the patient may have a combination of both anterior procedure and a posterior procedure, sometimes on the same day or staged a few days apart. Once the procedure is completed and after you leave the hospital, much of the success of your recovery relies on your commitment to follow your surgeon's post-operative instructions, which may include the following. Take care of wounds by keeping the area clean and applying ointment once or twice a day to help prevent infection. If your wounds develop redness or drainage, inform your surgeon's office. If you develop a high fever in the first few days after surgery, be sure to call the surgeon's office. If you have any increase in pain, numbness, weakening, or neck swelling, or shortness of breath, call your surgeon's office immediately. If any emergency condition develops, dial 911 on the telephone or go to your local hospital's emergency room. Avoid swimming or bathing for at least 4 weeks after surgery. Wear the cervical brace or collar you have been given as instructed. You may shower 4 to 7 days after the procedure with your brace or collar on. Please remember to avoid all nicotine products and to take all medications prescribed to you by your surgeon. These are small investments to make a full and successful recovery. Just remember that this is a team effort, and your part is just as important to your recovery as your surgeon's. Also, remember that a positive attitude will enhance your results. Please follow your surgeon's instructions carefully and be sure to call his or her office if you have any questions.
I finally feel like I can get back to my normal life. No one should have to live with that kind of discomfort when there is such a positive way of taking care of it. Thanks to my doctor, I can enjoy my life and my family again.
We hope that this presentation has given you a better understanding of the detailed and caring process your surgeon and his staff has undertaken to provide you with the best care possible. If you have any additional questions, please contact your surgeon. We wish you continued improvement and good health.
Beach County Courthouse. The doctors blame frivolous lawsuits and huge payments for the healthcare crisis in Florida, a crisis that has them paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for medical malpractice premiums, a cost that could have you scrambling to find a doctor to take care of your needs.
We can get you back to feel better.
Dr. Charles Theofilos is just one of hundreds of doctors feeling the pain from the high cost of medical malpractice insurance. In order to be covered, Theofilos would have to shell out $200,000 a year. That's a 300% hike from a year ago. Things are so bad for the prominent neurosurgeon, he's been forced to practice without it.
If someone does not have the outcome they want and they sue me and a jury gives them a $10 million verdict, which is not unheard of, I'm bankrupt.
Theofilos says no insurance means no more brain or complicated spine surgeries, something the doctor has dedicated a decade to doing, but now he'll stick with simple procedures.
The additional stress is unbearable. It's overwhelming to hand away what you've worked so hard for, the cases that you love doing, to turn around and say, you know what, it's not worth it.
Now when patients walk into the doctor's office, they have to sign a form that lets them know he's no longer insured. But the doctor says he fears there may be another sign, one that says no longer in business.
Who wants to practice in an environment like this? It's unfortunately become an antagonistic environment to practice in.
Now, last year, Dr. Theofilos performed nearly 400 major surgeries. He says without malpractice insurance, those surgeries will be cut in half this year. Now, just this week alone, the doctor turned away 15 people who needed major surgery. Again, the protest is tomorrow morning in front of the courthouse. For the One to Turn to, Tiffany Tucker, News 12.